What's up, guys? Blade Master here, bringing you another Total War till Age of Charlemagne battle. This is the second battle that I fought against Small but Mighty. If I sound a bit weird, that's because I haven't brushed my teeth and I just woke up, and we coming at you raw, we coming at you uncensored. Just the way you guys like it, I'm sure. Um, oh man, I wish you could smell my breath now. Oh wow, that smell musty though. Alright, so I've taken the Emirate of Cordoba, as you can see here, and my opponent has taken the Avars. Now, I think my opponent was a bit salty after his defeat in the first game, so he decided to take the Avars, who some people consider to be an overpowered faction, but I don't think it is. I think most of the factions, I think if all the factions are pretty well balanced right now. But the Avars are definitely super powerful because they have flexibility. They have flexibility that cannot be seen in other factions. And I'll try and tell you guys why. The biggest reason is because of the Archer Spearmen, the Tribesmen. They cost 550 talents, so it's not a cheap unit at all. But if you use them right, you have a unit that can fulfill two purposes for the price of 550 talents, and they're pretty damn mean spear unit when it comes to it at the end of the day. So he's brought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tribesmen. And the other reason for their flexibility is that they have these Avar Noble Swordsmen. The Avar Noble Swordsmen are incredibly expensive, 900 talents, I think among the most expensive sword units in the game. But they pack quite a decent punch. I don't think they're going to be worthwhile, like cost effective for their price, but it provides that much needed flexibility for the Avars. It doesn't make them just another Roxolani or a Royal Scythia where they only have the horse archers. Now he's bringing up his tribesmen, and he's trying to fire in. He's moving up with his 4 Avar lancers. I brought 2 Berber Genites. The Berber Genites, I'm going to pause this because usually Charlemagne battles are very quick. So I want to take some time to talk about, at least in the first couple of battles, try and get people into the swing of things. So I'll talk a bit more about factions in general, faction rosters. So the Emirate of Cordoba has the Berber Genites, and they have a lot of very cool swordsmen, including the Andalusian warriors, who have 70% missile block chance, which is why I think that the Emirate of Cordoba is a very nice counter faction to the Avars. I think most factions can do a decent job against the Avars, but the Andalusian warriors, the very quick Berber Genites, and of course the excellent armored cavalry who have who are just very good against enemy cavalry. The fact that they have incredible armored archers who cost a fair bit, but they can take the punishment that an Avar foot archer army can deal. All of these are pretty key tools that only the Andalusians have, which makes them a better faction to deal with Avars than most others, I think. So I brought a total of 4 Andalusian warriors, keeping them above or in front of my armored archers to get that 70% missile block chance. I brought a total of 3 Berber spearmen just to block the charges or anything, because I don't want the Andalusian warriors to get charged at by Avar lances. They'd get destroyed. I brought a total of 2 Andalusian infantry, a couple of armored cavalry, a Umayyad, why you mad, guard? Umayyad cavalry, and a couple of slingers as well, the Andalusian slingers. I don't know what they're called, slingers. Okay, super creative there. And a couple of Berber Genites, like I said. The Berber Genites already smashed one of the Avar lancers. They're down to 26 men because they have no missile block chance and very poor armor on top of that. And they're never going to be able to catch the Berber Genites, especially since I fired with my slingers, so that would reduce their speed a bit more. So now the Avar lancers are going to try and come in and charge into my slingers, which is honestly excellent because the slingers are very cheap. I have a lot of missiles other than that, and I can just use my guard cavalry, my armored cavalry, to catch these guys when they didn't charge into me, and then and thus kill them. They have decent attack, but the armored cavalry have the 20 bonus versus large spear, so they're going to do an excellent job against them. So moving up with my Berber Genites, he has hidden his Avar lancer deep into the woods there, so I'm trying to use the Berber Genites to scout out where they are. And now he's forced to push back because he lost a few men, a few of his tribesmen by my armored archers. At least I traded fairly cost effectively against them, focusing fire. So he's trying to pull back now because I'm trying to advance with my Andalusian warriors. And now he's firing into the Andalusians and into my Berber levy, which is just perfect for me because 70% missile block chance. And these guys have 30, but they're very cheap, so it doesn't matter that much. And at the end of the day, I need my swordsmen to stay protected, and they're of course going to stay protected because they have that incredible missile block chance. Now he's going to bring in his Avar guard cavalry, his lancer cavalry, elite, very heavy cavalry. So I'm turning on flaming shot. They're going to punch straight through one of my Andalusian warriors though, and they are going to cause incredible damage. But they are going to lose quite a few men because of focused fire from 3 armored archers. So maybe using a cheaper lancer cavalry to fulfill this exact same purpose would have been better. You can see his guard cavalry got a single experience share run by destroying my Andalusian warriors right from that. And now I'm going to bring my Umayyad guard cavalry, and these guys have a 30 bonus versus large, so that Avar guard is not going to escape my YU mad bros. So the enemy general dies right at the start of the game, and the Avar noble swordsman dropped to 44 morale. The tribesmen have only 16 morale, and now with flaming shot, that's dropping down to 25. So I'm going to start. Hopefully, I sense the opportunity, and Carpe Diem seize the moment. But not for now, it looks like. I'm still pouring Flaming Shot. Flaming Shot is not a good idea into firing, other than causing morale penalties. You would always want to use Heavy Shot against enemy infantry. The Berber Levy getting shot at by tribesmen, which is okay with me. Now switching to Heavy Shot against the Avar Noble Swordsmen. They are in shield wall, so they have a 65% missile block chance. Let's see, I'm going to charge in with this armored cavalry here into braced Avar Noble Swordsmen. I do knock down a few, and by few I mean a real few, and the armored cavalry loses almost everyone in the process. The Avar Noble Swordsman hardly loses anyone in that engagement. That's why that's the big strength of Charlemagne. I lose an armored cavalry right there, just doing a reckless charge. But now I think he had an attack order issued onto my armored cavalry, or maybe it was just the shield wall glitching out, but I don't think so because hardly any of his units got knocked down. But anyway, I bring my Andalusian warriors here, and his Avar Noble Swordsmen are not in shield wall. I meanwhile managed to catch some of his Avar lancers with my Berber spearmen and using my slingers to kill off a lot of them. Moving around with one of my Berber Genites, was mismicroing with them, so some of them got caught by the tribesmen. And doesn't look like I'm even going to trade with the tribesmen. Yeah, I'm trading in. I'm focusing fire on one tribesman, making them lose a lot of units. They do have these. I take too many pictures of the Avar tribesmen. They do have great armor though, which makes them slightly resistant to missiles. But no missile block chance means that they're going to lose. Our noble swordsman here, 51 kills. The Andalusian warriors starting to drop, but they're decent. But the Avar noble swordsmen have excellent weapon damage. But at the end of the day, you can only bring a select few of Avar noble swordsmen. Now you can see I'm dropping whistling shot and flaming shot, and these tribesmen are wavering already. They rout with 116 men. That's why I'm telling you guys, the chain rout is real in this game. So these guys are starting to waver now. Each tribesman that wavers and routs means that each other tribesman is likely to rout as well. And you can see I've dispatched 3 tribesmen, one with 68, one with 116, and one with 119. That's the biggest weakness of the tribesmen. I'm going to rear charge with my general, destroy the Avar, not destroy the Avar noble swordsman, but at least cause enough of a morale waiver that they'll rout soon. I also use war cry with my Umayyad guard cavalry to inflict another -5 morale penalty. So whistling shot, flaming shot onto the Avar noble swordsman, and then a rear shot with my with my YU mad guard cavalry. And then I'm going to also charge in with my Andalusian warriors. The chain rout is again real. Hope you guys enjoyed this one as well. I really like chain routing enemy armies. Makes you feel like a very talented commander, I guess. Although it is not the toughest task in the world. I think you'll see a lot of tournament matches look fairly one-sided at the end of the day, because once a general dies, a lot of the enemy units start to waver and break. So flaming shot onto this tribesman here. They start to waver. Whistling shot here, and then I'm also firing in with my slingers. So there they go. Another tribesman wavering, routing at 111 men. And of course the Avar noble swordsmen also break. That's the biggest problem with the Avars. A lot of them, although you can say that for most armies, but the Avar tribesmen, they don't have great morale. So that, I think, is this unit's particular weakness. So using the chain route, get a close victory. You can see a lot of these tribesmen didn't do much. The spam of tribesmen meant that his army had a weak morale center. So let's take a look at the Avar tribesmen. Let me try and see if what I was talking about is actually right. So the tribesmen, 550 talents, have only 36 morale. If we can maybe compare this to, maybe let's see, Asturias have, do they have any 500 talent? They have a noble skirmisher which has 36 morale. Cordoba, 500 Andalusian infantry have 45 morale, which is a fair bit better. Charlemagne probably has decent morale units. Yeah, 45 morale with these guys. And let's see, Westphalia, they have the Sayax. Yeah, they have the Sayax and the Axe Warriors, who all have decent morale. So that's the big problem with the tribesmen. And if you can pinpoint that, that morale penalty by maybe killing the general early, and then popping whistling and... I didn't... Oh, god damn it. It has to happen in every fuck game. In every fuck... And... yeah. So if you can pinpoint that one weakness that they have in their morale, and you maybe kill off the general, then you just pop whistling and flaming, and you can see I didn't even get any melee unit close to them. They just broke. So yeah, that was a fun game, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more. Peace.